what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Turbo Nemo coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Xbox One S and the Xbox Scorpio. Now the biggest question that's been going around right now is why would I want to buy an Xbox One S? What is that going to do different than the Xbox Scorpio? Should I wait to buy a new Xbox console until the Scorpio comes out, or should I just go ahead and buy the Xbox One S? Now my main man Phil Spencer's gotten himself into some hot water over the past few weeks, and he basically says that if you don't have a 4K TV, then there's really no reason to get an Xbox One Scorpio yet, and to just pick up the Xbox One S. Now this whole situation is a marketing strategy for you guys to go out and buy an Xbox One S, because essentially what happened is them announcing Project Scorpio could have possibly hurt the sales of the Xbox One S. And Phil Spencer is trying to prevent that at all costs. Which, I mean, rightfully so. The dude's just trying to do his job the best way, and he doesn't want the sales to plummet from the Xbox One S. But I want you to dismiss his statement completely, because that was just a marketing strategy by him. It was a failed attempt, because a lot of people are smarter than that. And if you're not, then I hope you watch my videos, because I'm basically debunking everything that he said. I don't even play 4K on my PC. I play with a higher frame rate and a higher refresh rate with these settings cranked up fully, and that's a better experience than 4K gaming in my opinion. Most of the time, if you play on 4K and you don't have like a good graphics card that can handle it, then you're playing with those settings cranked all the way down, and you're averaging still around 40 to 50 frames per second. I honestly don't think consoles are ready for 4K gaming yet, especially whenever the PC industry is just now getting into it. I think they need to focus up on higher frame rate and refresh rates and just maxed out settings before they can go to 4K. And if a console cannot max out its settings on 1080p, then it 100% should not be playing 4K games. Now if the Xbox Scorpio is able to play 1080p games on max settings with a really good frame rate, then I think they should move to like 1440p. I don't think it's a very wise idea for them to move from 1080p all the way to 4K overnight. I think it should be a gradual thing that happens, and it might not even happen with the Xbox Scorpio. It might be even a generation after that, because the reality is 4K is still a small market. Maybe once the 4K TVs drop down in price, then I could see why Xbox would want to move into the 4K market, but until then they need to stick with 1080p. But I do have to say, it is a pretty damn good marketing move to have supports 4K gaming in your tagline. That would be huge for them, and I think that's the main reason that they're pushing for that. And I'm not even trying to be a 4K gaming hater. I've got a GTX 1080 for that reason alone, but at this current moment right now, I would much rather play a game at 1080p with a super high frame rate and a fast refresh rate of a monitor than play a game in 4K with such little FPS. I'm all about the FPS over resolution any day of the freaking week, so I really hope Phil Spencer does go back on his statement. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe once the Xbox One S gets a lot more sales, then I could see him doing that. But right now, his primary focus is on the pre-orders for the Xbox One S, and that's how it should be. Now the question is, should you buy an Xbox One S? I mean, if you're looking for an Xbox console and you don't feel like waiting for the Scorpio, and you have a 4K TV and you want to play Netflix at 4K and you despise PlayStation, then by all means buy the Xbox One S. I'm personally just going to wait for the Scorpio though, mainly because I'm not worried about watching my media at 4K. I've got an Amazon Fire TV that does that perfectly fine. Now if you have the current Xbox One and you're waiting to make that next step to either a PC or a console, but PC is a little bit too complicated for your taste, then by all means don't buy the Xbox One S and buy the Xbox Scorpio whenever it releases in 2017. But yeah guys, that's all for this video. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below, and if you guys could also do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, that would be very much appreciated. And until next time guys, it's been your boy Nemo, and I'm out. Peace.
Bring the madness.